Unit 3, Activity 1. You are just watching this first clip. You aren't drawing anything on your board yet. You need an expo marker and an eraser, and the only thing that you are drawing on your board is what I ask you to draw on your board. So we are going to, in this unit, reviewing place value. You did a lot of place value in second grade, so this should be a review for most of you. We're going to learn how to round numbers to estimate and check reasonableness of answers. We're also going to practice addition and subtraction with multi-digit numbers and solve 1- and 2-step word problems. So this is a big unit, lots of it's review, but then we build on what you know from last year. So using our dot side of our whiteboard, we're going to make some drawings of some numbers. So each dot on this side equals 1, so it represents 1. So if I were to show you, if I were to circle 6 of these, this would represent 6. There is 6. So I have 6 dots, that represents 6. 6 ones on that board. So the small numbers or the small little dots are worth 1. But I want you to take a look at here. Do you see these little dots along the side of the board? So they're at the top and they're along the side. So like they're the little dot soups that stick out along the side. Those are actually, they represent every 5. So notice that I have 6 dots that I circled, and then it goes 1 past that. So I can quickly glance at this and know that it is 6 dots just by quickly looking at that. All right, so I'm going to erase that part. And instead of doing this 5 or 6 dots, what if I drew a line through here? 1 stick, and you'll notice here's 5 and here's 5. So this 1 stick equals a 10. So anytime I draw a straight line, that is going to equal a 10 stick. So those are 10s. 10 circles equals a 10 stick. All right, so I can keep making 10 sticks, and then every 10 sticks would equal 100. Now notice up here at the top, I have 5 and then I have 6. I can tell, I don't even have to count. 7, 8, 9, 10. Notice I'm right to this other dot right here, so I know this is 5 and 5, so I know that right there I have 100 dots right there. So that one equals 100. So I could just make this like that, and I have a box, and a box equals 100. So remember, 100 is 10 sticks. So 1 line of 10 equals 10, 1 circle equals 1, and a box 10 sticks equals 100. Of the dot side of the board, so I'd like you to flip it over now. If we do go back to using the dot side, I just wanted you to know what all the dots represent and how to make those 10 sticks really fast and how to make hundreds looking at those side dots of 5. So once your board is flipped over, I want you to write on your board now. I want you to write the number 247. So it looks a lot like mine, just at the top kind of your board. And we're going to make some of these now. So we are going to draw what 247 would look like. So again, this should be a review from second grade. Remember, hundreds are you make a big square. The 10s are straight line sticks, and the 1s are dots. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So you should have the number 247 written on your board. And let's start off by making 200s. So here are 200s. So you should have 2 fairly good size squares, about the same size, because each of those squares represents 100, so you want them to be about the same size. So we have 200. Then I need to make 4 10s, because the number 247 has 2 hundreds. It has 4 10 sticks. So there are my 4 10 sticks. Notice my 10 sticks are about as tall as the 100, because remember, it takes 10 sticks to make 100. So I want my 10 sticks to be nice and tall. So it should look pretty uniform. The 10 sticks should be about as tall as the 100 blocks. Nice and neat, try to keep them about the same size. So we have 240. Now I have 7 ones. So I'm going to add 7 dots. Now I put circles there just because it was easier to do on the computer, but you can just actually just dot your marker and that can make the 7 dots. I also grouped mine in groups of 5 and then I added 2 more at the bottom. I really want you to do this because it makes it so easy for me to glance at your board at any time and I can see that there's a set of 5 and then 2 more. So without counting, I can see that 7 is how many dots you have really quickly because you group them in 5s. So every group of 5, I want you to leave a space. We'll do that with hundreds and 10 sticks as well. So draw 247 on your board if you have not yet. All right, after that, you can erase and we're going to try another one. So the next one is going to be the number 76. Notice the number 76 does not have any hundreds. So we are not going to make any hundreds. We're just going to make 7 10s and 6 1s. So I need 7 10 sticks. Now, this is what I was talking about. You can quickly glance at my board and see that I have a group of 5 and then 2 more. I left a space in between so I can quickly see that that's 7. If I group those all together, I'd have to count each and every one of those sticks to see how many are there. So make sure you group yours in groups of 5, leave a space with 2 more 10 sticks. That equals 70, and then I need 6 1s. Again, I grouped them in a group of 5 and 1 more. So by easily, you can tell this says 76 by just glancing at it. I can see that there's 7 10s and then there's 6 1s. So I want you to do that on your board as well. Make sure that you're grouping them in groups of 5. After you have that on your board, you can erase. We're going to try one more. You can write the number 123. The number 123 has 100, so think about what you draw there, has 2 10s and 3 1s. You can go ahead and draw that on your board, and I will show you what it looks like. It'd be 100, 2 10s, and 3 1s. If yours looks like mine, way to go. You can erase your board. One, I am going to teach you how to draw a number that's in the thousands. So this number is read 1,412. It has 1,000, 400s, 110, and 2 1s. Now, 1,000 is worth 10 100s. So if you think of when we drew our 100 block, we would need 10 of those 100 blocks to equal 1,000. So when you're drawing the 1,000, it is a big rectangle. So here is a 1,000 block. So think of the 100. The 100 is just a square. So when we make 1,000, it's going to be a rectangle that's thick like the hundreds block. So this is 1,000. You can draw that on your board. 1,000. Now I continue with the rest that we talked about before. Now I need 400. So now I have 400s. So those are the bigger squares. 1,400. 1 10 stick. And there are 2 1s. So this drawing represents 1,412. All right, now what I'd like you to do is erase your boards, and you are going to get out your math workbook. If you need to pause this video, go ahead and pause it while you get out your math workbook. And then when you're ready, you're going to rip out page 187. When you're ready, I will go over the directions for page 187. You're going to do both sides by yourself. The first ones, number 1 and 2, say write the number for each dot drawing. So this is like if we had your mat board flipped over on the other side. So just write what the number 1 and number 2 represents. For number 3 through 6, you are just writing the number for the place value drawing again. So more of practice of what we've done. Number 7 and number 8, you need to make the place value drawing. So you're going to draw the 100 sticks, or the 100 blocks, the 10 sticks, and the 1s for each of those numbers for number 7 and number 8. On the flip side, you're going to continue, except now you'll notice it has one of those big bars. So that big bar represents 1,000. So it has thousands, Number 9 has hundreds, tens, and ones. Then you're going to do the same thing for number 11 and 12. You're going to draw the place value drawing for number 11 and number 12. And then for 13 through 18, you have to read those words and write the number on the line. You are also going to do the check for understanding. There's room down at the bottom right. You are going to show me with place value drawings the number 251 and then draw 521 so that I can see how you know they are different. The numbers are the same, but they're switched around in different values. When you're done, please bring me your worksheet so I can look at both sides.